Hello everyone, dear brothers and sisters, welcome back. I am here in Portugal. You can see me sitting again in the driver's seat in the cockpit of the machine pulling our entire setup here. Our RV, the camping mobile. I'm back with Katie and the kids. And let me tell you that it was quite an adventure. I was sharing in my last video how I got stuck in Porto, and there is more to that story that I want to share today, after also providing you with a resolution or the insights, my learnings I gained from the last couple of weeks. It was the first time in, I believe, more than 10 years, possibly 12 years, that I was separated from Katie and our 6 kids for more than a week. It was almost 2 weeks that I was gone, and that is not normal for us. I'm usually always, you know this, we're always together as a family with the kids. We are so blessed that even our 3 adult kids are still traveling with us. We are in this tiny space here in our RV setup. They're still with us. That's gotta mean something. And yeah, I thank the Lord and the universe every day, because at one day this might come to an end, that we are all together as a family. Anyways, not today. And I have returned. I'm back with them. I'm so happy. I'm so glad. And now we can move on with our travels here in the southern part of Europe. Very likely we're gonna move back to Spain, because we are so much in resonance with Spain. We love Spain for whatever reason that is. And again, I'd like to share some insights today. So you know that things did not go as planned, as life often happens exactly that way. Especially if you're a homeschooling family with 6 kids, not having a stable setup, being a world-traveling gypsy family since decades now. Flexibility is our second name, and that is very much in resonance with life itself. It constantly offers us with new developments. We then can then we can transform into gold and health and love and money and only the best. This is what I was talking to you about with my last video, because that's what we did. But I had another opportunity to do so, because after being stuck in Porto, not going according to plan to Katie and the kids here in Faro in Portugal, there was, I don't know if you heard about it, 2 days ago, there was the biggest electric blackout in Southern Europe, I believe, ever. Or possibly since there is electricity. There was nothing like this before. Entire Portugal was shut down. The big cities, airports, hospitals, everything was without electricity. Also parts of Spain and southern France were also hit by that. And I was, again, as so often in our life, in the midst of it, while I was in this beautiful hotel in Porto, where I made a beautiful time for myself in this beautiful 5-star wellness resort. I was in the wellness area and the sauna, and all of a sudden the entire hotel went black. It was the power shut down, and I thought, oh, it's just the hotel, what's going on? But later learned that the entire Portugal was shut down. Everything was dark. And as I had to fly the same day, that caused quite some challenges, because I then went to the airport and there was no AC, there was no computer working, all the shops were shut down, all the elevators, everything, nothing worked there. And I was in a quiet moment, sitting down, I was connecting with Katie, I was feeling inside my heart and had the opportunity or the possibility again. Ask myself, Chris, is this right to fly today? When very likely hundreds and hundreds of planes were cancelled. Almost all other flights were delayed. I had also a client workshop in the evening with about an hour to get there after landing in Faro. So again, the circumstances were not looking too bright. But I felt clear in my heart, no, go. This is right. You are safe. This is all gonna be flowing and just working out perfectly fine. Just go. Go with the flow. And that's what I did. That's what we always do when we have this clear calling from our heart to do whatever it is our heart calls us to do. We are famous, not only in the internet, but also within our families and friends, to do the craziest things that make no sense whatsoever and at all, because we just feel them. And each and every time it works out for the best. Can you hopefully relate to that? That sometimes you just gotta follow your heart, even though everybody tells you this is crazy, this doesn't work, the numbers are not there, you don't have the time, you don't have the money, what should all people around you say? We know this very well. Our life is signatured from us to follow what feels right. And especially if Katie and I feel the same thing. There is 1 and 1 is not 2, but it equals 1 million. If we both have a strong feeling that something is right, we always follow through and do whatever crazy thing it is we feel like doing. Yes? And so I went to the airport, or I was in the entrance of the airport when I had this check-in with my soul, with God, if you will so. And I got the green light telling me just go. And there were so many people, there was so much stress, people stranded, flights cancelled, there were tears, there was stress and so much. And I had this beautiful day in the spa, this unplanned accident day that already was not planned at the spa. And from the spa I went to the airport, I stood in line, it took a long while and it all looked like delay and not working actually. They cancelled right and left. But our plane, for whatever reason, was one of the very few planes that not only left the airport, but it left perfect in time. I don't know how this worked, but it did. And they just had to, which was also an interesting experience, they didn't have the gateways that usually connect with the airplanes because there's no electricity. So the planes, I didn't know about that, but planes have inside their belly their own little staircase. And so the stewardesses, they looked like by hand, they pulled out these staircases, they flapped down, they had to tie them to the airplane. And so we walked in the airplane, and I was in business class, first row, and so I could see how they pulled in this gateway, this staircase. And when we landed in Faro, the same thing, they had to just pull it out, 2 people, and tie it to the airplane so it's safe, and they have a handrail and stuff. So we arrived not only perfectly in time, but against all odds in perfect order. My luggage was there. We arrived in Faro Airport, the same thing there. Everything shut down. It's dark there. All the shops are closed. The gas stations, miles and miles in front of the gas stations, there were queues because also there was no gas. There was no gas. Everything was shut down. But sure enough, I arrived safe and sound back with Katie, with the kids. I took them all in my arms, and I could do the workshop for paying clients. It all worked out beautifully, and I felt like sharing this with you because it fits and ties beautifully in with the last video I did for you guys. And I'd like to expand now on this and go a little broader and move a little backwards to have a broader perspective on my entire travel the last 2 weeks. And as you could see in the last video, for the very first time in 17 years, we are truly internet OGs as a family. We have been pioneers. We were the first family talking about vegan food, raw foods, the first homeschooling family on YouTube, on the internet, the first German people with an online business, doing coaching. We brought the online summits to Germany. We were pioneers in the crypto field, investment field. We have been the first in so many different areas. But you never, even as a business coach, this is where we made our millions with, as an online business coach, which also was not my plan. You guys asked me to teach business, online business, because there was no online business coaching in 2008, 2009, when we went online and we went to Costa Rica starting an online business. There was nothing back then. Even though I one of the first online business mentors on the internet, you never saw me wearing a suit or a tie. I was always doing this from the midst of the family, with my flip-flops on, with my toes buried in the Costa Rican sand, and changing the world with our hippie heart. Yes, you know, if you followed us for a while. Lots of people follow us for a long while. I'm sometimes amazed how you guys comment, or I get messages from people remembering a story I shared 12 years ago in some random video, and never ever after that. It's amazing, guys. I treasure you so much as our community following us for so long. Not so much here on Instagram. Instagram we started maybe 2014, or I don't know. Also 10 years. I don't know exactly. But YouTube, we were YouTube OGs. Anyways, never with a suit and a tie. In the last video, you could see me for the very first time dressed nicely. And that was the entire signature, the headline of my 2 weeks in the United States, in Miami, and also in Costa Rica. That we made everything new. I had resistance against what a tie stands for. As a hippie millionaire, I always felt like I do everything, and the bank dates and interview famous people. I go on stage on huge events for the media, television. I will always do this with my flip-flops and just the way, with the identity, with the hippie identity. And before I went to the States, I felt, let's just give this a try, just for the fun of it. I don't need a tie and a suit. I've come far in life without it, but the resistance against it and what it stands for was so deep that I felt, well, this needs to be integrated. And so I did. And you saw it. I went to the States with a suit and a tie, beautiful, and I felt so good. It was a beautiful experience. And from all the people who met me for the first time, they say, well, it looks so natural on you, as if you have been wearing ties and suits your entire life, which was so interesting to me, because everybody else, including my family, my young daughter, said, Daddy, what's going on with you? What are you wearing? What are you doing? Yeah. But anyways, we made everything new. This was an up-leveling experience, and I felt, and this is also the title for today almost, I feel like sometimes it needs the 5-star upgrade. It needs the 5-star improvement, yes, in order to take the next step in life. That's what I felt, yeah, because I also went into 5-star hotel. I had assistants there. I had drivers there in the States. We opened up a new business. We came as investors. I went to Costa Rica to our dream house, which finally, after so many years, is now perfect. Everything is exactly as I envisioned it, and now we're ready to sell. This was such an elevated experience for me. And the timing was not perfect. The setting was not right. It was not like I was sitting together with my family being bored out of my mind, not knowing what to do with my time. No, there is always so much to do. We are busy. And again, Katie and I, we felt the same thing. This is the right thing to do this United States trip now. To found a new business, to go for it, to bring money to the States, to invest there into our new endeavors, to bring our Web 3.0 projects forward, to do something new. And in order to reach the next level, sometimes it's gotta be the 5-star, luxurious, the new way. And this again comes from me as a hippie who always, again, I'm sitting right now here in the RV in Portugal again with my family. But for us, it has always been about merging, unifying aspects that seem to be not going together. That's the entire story of our life, and that's the story of us as pioneers. Yes? Uniting is possibly the better word. The values of a hippie family, loving, rooted in family, connected with roots deep down to Mother Nature, but also being successful in business and enjoying 5-star lifestyle. These are things that do not go well together. We unified them. Being close together as a family, very close, literally, because we have a very small space in RVs, and trust me, the European RVs are much smaller than the RVs you get in the United States. We traveled the United States as a family 2 years ago and rented a huge RV with slide outs. You don't have slide outs in Europe here. It's small. To live tight in a tight space together, lovingly supporting each other and honoring each other. We truly love and support each other. But being, again, very successful in business. So this thing, you gotta choose. Either way, you have a successful career or you have a beautiful family life. That's usually what you're presented with everywhere on the internet, in media, in Hollywood. It tells you, well, you gotta choose one or the other. And our community, you guys, most of our followers, almost everybody chooses the family. Because family is the most important thing. And we unified this. You and we can have it all. It's not one or the other. The family is the foundation of me being a successful mentor and coach and businessman. I'm rooted my success and what I teach, what I pass on to you guys. This is rooted within the strong family bonds that we keep on strengthening and developing together as a family. It's not one or the other. It's both is needed together. Female and male aspects. There has been a 1,000-year-old battle between the two sexes. It is unified. It belongs to each other. The awakened male aspect, which is giving protection and strength, it has the vision to support the female aspect to feel safe, to open and connect, root down, feel, to then give guidance again to the awakened man part, to know where to go, to have the vision in harmony with life itself. I'm only the strong leader everybody follows in the family because I lead where Katie says we have to go. This was true leadership, means that we not only lead from ego, but we lead in the name of the family, in the name of the kids, in the name of serving the family and serving life itself. This is where we as healed male direct our energy in the best way possible, and support the female part within ourselves again to feel so safe and secure, yeah, protected and held by the healed male part to open up and feel and have intuition. Needs the male part. So all of this is unified, and many more things are unified. So it's about unification in our world. But having experienced now, or having with intention created an experience, this upgrade was only possible through the 5-star experience and including the suit and the tie. That made it wholesome in a way that was not possible before, because I was resisting the meaning of the tie, what it meant, what big business meant. I was resisting that. And now having incorporated this, putting this in, incorporating this with the value of family, Mother Nature, doing good, protecting the poor, doing something good and meaningful with my life, incorporating business, incorporating what it means to wear a tie, incorporating banks, yeah, acting, feeling as an investor. This has upgraded everything so tremendously, and I feel like sharing this with you because that's new. And my 5-star experience, the best, the most expensive, I was flying first, not only business class, first class, 5-star hotels, our beautiful house that is completed now. All this elevated experience that we created, or that I said yes to, is serving me because it felt amazing, more amazing than I thought it would. It serves my family because we're all upgrading. This was not just a fun trip. I would never leave for 2 weeks my family just to have fun, because I will leave together with my family and have the fun together. This was a business purpose. There was a purpose behind this, and so this serves the family, and after this, and this is the order also, the entire world. Everybody will profit and is profiting from what we have accomplished over there and continues to profit from that. Be aware of the order I put this. First, it's about, for me, looking after myself, that I do well by myself. I allow the best, the most expensive and the best things, the best food, the best clothes, the best hotel, the best housing, the best assistants, the best of everything, because that's what I am. I'm not a discount soul looking for a bargain. No. It's the same with the raw food. This is how we started our entire endeavor. Raw food for me means the best food, the best nutrition. But it doesn't end there. This has become holistic now. It's the best of everything, because that's what I am. And so I value myself to be in the highest vibration, in the highest energy possible. And through that, in the next step, be the leader for my family, listening to what my wife has to say and leading in the direction she feels is right. Yes, being the leader, being the leader everybody follows, because I do right by my family. I do not lead just because I want to lead. I lead because it needs somebody to do that. It's my role as a dad, and I do this in harmony with Katie. And after that, then it's the world. After that, everybody else. This is the order, guys. Because especially for everybody, we have so many healers and people in healing professions. There is this white shadow that people think in a very toxic way, helping and serving others makes them better. Helping and serving your family and like surrendering your identity to serve your kids, your family, makes you a better human being. And it couldn't be further from the truth. First, we gotta make sure that we're overflowing, that I am overflowing with joy, with love, with energy, with money. Yeah? Everything is overflowing and when I'm overflowing within myself, only then I can be the leader and the father and the husband my family deserves, and the leader and visionary the world needs. That is the order. And for that, sometimes you gotta do the 5-star experience. You gotta be willing to invest. You gotta be willing to do it when it's not the perfect setting. It was not perfect. There was no reason for me to do this now. But it felt right. And this is how it goes, guys. Sometimes you gotta upgrade and allow yourself the best. Invest in yourself so energy and love and money is flowing. And through that, you can reach the next step. That was my talk for today. I feel very good about it. And I enjoy also having found the way and the path for now to speak also internationally again after years and years and years, long years of silence. I'm back. At least for now, we see how it continues, because also all these talks I do now for you in English internationally, it is because I feel them. And I was sad. It was sad for me the last years not to talk to you, because I care about you. I know we have so many people we could inspire with our life, and I was saddened that I was told to concentrate on our German business and our work in Germany. But this has changed now, and I'm glad and happy, and I hope it continues. We shall see, guys. That's that. Yeah. We'll see each other once it's time. I offer, that's the last thing, because I felt that's also the first time I'm offering something to you. People have asked us so much about working together with us, and there was not an option really for the last years, almost like 6, 7, 8 years. It was not an option. But coming from this experience of allowing myself the best over the last 2 weeks, I feel like offering VIP days. Actually, I never did this internationally. I only did this for our German clients. So I'll be flying to you within Europe, however. Maybe I do it for the States, but then it's going to be 5 figures at least you pay to me. I don't know. I think it's not happening. It's Europe. So for Europe, somewhere close to you or to any European city you like, I invite you in the best hotel in town, a 5-star hotel, and we're gonna do a VIP day, you and me together for an entire day. I invite you over there, and we work on your business, we work on your life. I help you to upgrade with my experience, having helped thousands and thousands of clients. So I'm so glad and happy to offer these VIP days now for the summer, at least summer 25, within Europe. I come to any European city. Again, I invite you, and we're gonna have a beautiful, beautiful day together, and working energetically, but also working structurally. Both is unified again here in this field. So if you have resonance, if you want to do this, if you want to hang out with me in a beautiful 5-star setting for a day, you can leave a comment below. You can contact us here. I link it below the video. You could reach out, and then we can see. I just have a couple of weekends where I will offer this, but the sooner you contact us, the more likely it's gonna be for you to reach a spot. I'm looking forward to this, so excited, and now I'm gonna be ending. Guys, have a beautiful evening wherever you are. Feel loved, feel embraced, highest energy, grace, integrity, love to you guys. Bye bye, see you soon.